Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to do another top 5, and today's top 5, I want to get nostalgic, I want to go for the feels, I want to go for your guys' feels, and maybe you might not necessarily relate to this, but these are my personal top 5 games that I would love to relive the glory days, or relive the prime, or relive when they were brand new. These are just games that are near and dear to my heart, and I have so much memories left with, and I would just love to revisit those memories, be back in that time, just have a Groundhog Day type of style where I could relive a certain day over and over and over again just for a little while when these were like the number 1 or the number 2 game out there. These games are near and dear to me, so I guess you can sort of say this is like a top 5, best games of all time, but not exactly. Some games that I truly do love were not good in their prime. It took them to age like a fine wine, so this is actually going to be slightly different than a top 5 video games of all time or whatever like that. If you guys want me to do a video sort of like that, I definitely can. Just let me know down below in the comment section. But anyways, let's begin with the top 5. So coming in at number 5 for me personally, a game I would really love to have relive the glory days is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 for me personally is one of my favorite games of all time. Not the favorite, but it's pretty damn close. Grand Theft Auto 5 is super fun for me. It's almost got that Minecraft element. It's like you can literally do anything in Grand Theft Auto. You have anywhere from the campaign, the crazy ass, good ass campaign. You have the crazy fun, replayable to the bitter end multiplayer. You have a whole bunch of cool custom games you can do. It's great for YouTube content. It's still fun to this very day. It's one of those games that will just not die. It's a lot like what I said with Black Ops 2, is that the community will not let this game die, and it's just so much fun. Grand Theft Auto 5 in particular is just one of those games that, like, you don't forget about. This is going to be something that you're going to tell your grandkids about, being like, back in my day, Sonny, there was this game called Grand Theft Auto 5, and we blew up helicopters and shot prostitutes, filler. And no, it's like one of those fun-ass games, and you don't forget about it. I love Grand Theft Auto 5. For me personally, it's very nostalgic for me, and to relive the glory days would be awesome. It would be like you boot up your 360 and you hear that 360 boot up sound, and you just end up loading in GTA. You go around the open world trying to figure out the missions for the first time. Everyone laughed, even like the little crazy things like corpse launches and just the simple hand gesture emote things you could do. It was just so simplistic and fun at that time, and I would just love to revisit those glory days again. So there we go. That is top 5. Number 5. Let's move on to number 4. Now for number 4, you would honestly be shocked to hear this, because I've actually given this game a lot of praise over the last couple of years. But the thing is, though, is that this game, even though I love it near and dear, this game, it doesn't really necessarily have a near and dear place to my heart in terms of how I first started it. It's kind of more like of a recent thing. And when I'm saying prime or glory days, I'm talking about like when I first started playing the game. For example, when I first started playing the game, I had not been when the game first released. So I guess technically by saying that, that's not the glory days, quote unquote. But for me, that's my glory days. So I guess in other words, it's my glory days for this video. But coming in for the number 4 spot is going to be Overwatch. Overwatch is one of my favorite games of all time. I would put it definitely in the top 5 favorite games of all time for sure. But the thing is, though, is that I didn't necessarily fall in love with this game right away. It took a while. So I would say that since I'm also still playing it too, there's not really necessarily a nostalgia factor yet. Because nostalgia is when you haven't played something in a while, you miss it, it's been a long time, and you almost feel like it's gone. So I don't really necessarily count it that high on the list, just because there's nothing really to miss, because I play it pretty regularly, and it's just one of my favorite games. So as much as I still do play it, though, I do miss like 2016/2017, when me and all my friends used to play, when I used to have like Joey, Jake, Murray, Joseph, all those guys, and we would have 5 and 6 mans, and we'd play competitive, and we'd just have a whole bunch of crazy, insane moments back before Mercy was useless. Like, I just enjoyed the old time, and plus also, like, Overwatch was less toxic back then. Overall, it was just more fun, so I personally did enjoy that a lot, and I just wish I could relive that again, but unfortunately, the past is the past, so don't be disappointed. We just end up being happy that it happened, so That's the case with Overwatch for me. I still enjoy it to this day. I just like wish we could sometimes go back every now and then just to relive those old days. But anyways, let's move on to number 3. So for number 3, this is probably going to be the most shocking of all in terms of my answers, is because this is something that you guys would honestly not expect in a million years, because this is by far one of, if not still to this day, one of my favorite games of all entire time. Like, you count Nintendo, you count PC, you count Xbox, you count everything, and this is one of my favorite all-time video games. But this is going to be Black Ops 2. So for Black Ops 2, I personally love this game. It is near and dear to my heart. It is the best Call of Duty all time. It is one of the best first-person shooters of all time. For me, in my opinion, if you look at everything and not just one particular thing, this game is number 1 for me. If I had to play one video game for the rest of my absolute life, it would probably be Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2. I always will love Black Ops 2, and I will just look for, any excuse that I can to play Black Ops 2 if I have an option. Like, for example, Black Ops 2, if I could play that for the rest of my life and make YouTube content on that, I would. I honestly would. I would upload Black Ops 2 every day if I could, because I just love the game that much. But, realistically, I can't. So that's one of the reasons why you don't necessarily see it anymore. It's more of like a treat instead of necessarily like a thing to be expected. So for me, honestly, I love Black Ops 2, and I would love to see it again. And I understand that, like, it was on the 360, and, like, the game wasn't necessarily that perfect and nostalgic, a bitch, but, like, there's something about Black Ops 2, man. Like, you think of nostalgic video games, and, like, and you just think of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is, even if you don't play Call of Duty, you think, like, you're, beyond Call of Duty, like, you say that COD sucks every year, like, you're one of those guys that say, like, oh, COD is just, the stereotypical bad game. Then, like, even, like, if you look at Black Ops, you'll be like, okay, that's the one exception. So, Black Ops 2, I personally love it, and I would love to see it, come back in some form again. If this ever got remastered, that would be one of the best days of my life. So, here's hoping that eventually one day we'll get a Black Ops 2, and I would love to relive the glory days of that as well. Now, coming in at number 2, I can't believe I'm saying this, because this only just happened really recently for me, because I've been playing this game, like, only just until a couple of months ago. But this is Fortnite. There is nothing on this earth that will compare to the initial hype / release or the glory days of Fortnite. From Season 3 to, like, Season 4, like, those 2 seasons, my god, Fortnite was the best thing that happened to video games ever, other than, like, a few minor exceptions. There's some other games that are close, but Fortnite did do one thing the best, and that they did the absolute best job I've ever seen for community feedback ever in a video game, period. Absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind about that. They had fun, frequent updates for months to almost a solid 2 years. They had a whole bunch of free content that they could have easily overcharged for. They made everything fun. They listened to the community, and I really, really wish that Fortnite would be back to the way it was before, because now Fortnite has almost become like the old way that COD was looked at, where it's just like, oh, you play Fortnite, you're a loser, whatever, like that. Like, Fortnite almost has this hate stigma like the old CODs. Like, back in the day, it used to be COD to me like, oh, you play COD, oh, you're just a terrible excuse for a gamer, you're bad, you're trash, you pick the easy stuff. Like, everyone always make fun of COD, and now that's the case with Fortnite. But the old Fortnite, it was cool to play Fortnite. Nobody got pissed about you building. Nobody really cared. It wasn't trying to be professional. There was no dumb stuff in it. It was just simple and fun and happy, and it was just a great time for gaming. And I, honest to God, hope that comes back one day for any of these games. And now the one exception, though, for best video games in terms of glory days is one more. And I will say this to the day I die, but I will absolutely, 100%, without a doubt, no question in my mind, even though I love some of these other games for other reasons, would love to relive the glory days of this game in particular, at least once more. And that is Minecraft. I know that we just recently had that, actually, where we did relive the glory days of Minecraft. Thank you, PewDiePie, for doing that, because PewDiePie can make any game popular, kind of like he did with Skate 3. And with the way that Minecraft happened this year, Minecraft is just one of those games where everyone loves it. Absolutely everybody. Minecraft is peaceful, Minecraft is fun, Minecraft is creative, Minecraft is replayable. Minecraft literally is the perfect video game ever. Like, for the general consensus for how it is just as a game, it is literally perfect. There is literally no bug that I can think of that would break the game. There is nothing unfun or, you know, tedious or annoying about the game. Everything is very fun and simplistic and creative and just so replayable. Like, there's just something about Minecraft that I will never ever understand, but this game legit feels like a heaven, and it's amazing how you know, unexplainable that is. Like, you don't know why, but you just know that Minecraft is just a fun game, and it's just so replayable that, like, this is one of the types of games that, like, I would never ever want to see truly die. Like, I never want to see anything die, and I like to say, you know, things should move on, things have had their time, whatever, but, like, I will truly feel sad when the day that Minecraft is officially gone forever, because eventually it will. That happens with everything. I don't know how it will be, I don't know what it will be that kills Minecraft forever, but Minecraft is just one of those things that the world will truly miss Minecraft if it goes away. And I just want to say thank you, Mojang, and thank you, Notch, for even bringing this into existence, because Minecraft is just one of those games that you would love to relive the glory days again. And even though it's not necessarily my absolute 100% number one game, I would probably say that this is number 2. I would absolutely probably say this is number 2, because, like, sure, you know, I've had my moments where I've said that, oh, I'm enjoying this game at the time being, and I'm enjoying this game, so this is my favorite game right now at the moment, and this is my second game, and I'll always hype it up, you know, and say, like, this is the best game ever. But after the hype and the nostalgia dies down, and you look at it from a fundamental perspective, in general, even if I have my moments where I'm bored of Minecraft, if you look at the way, you know, if you look deep into your heart, this is going to be one of your favorite games of all time. Same with me. I truly love Minecraft, and I would love to relive its glory days again. Even though we just did that, I'm so thankful we did, but I would love to do it yet again a second time. So maybe in a couple of years when, you know, it gets its chance again, I really hope that's the case, because we've done it again with several other games, and I'll be here waiting for it. So anyways, guys, this is going to be today's video. I hope you ended up enjoying. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and also subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below what is some games you would like to relive the glory days for. I know this was kind of like a weird top 5, and it didn't necessarily look at anything like, I guess you could say, like, fundamental about a specific game or a specific genre. It was more about, like, specifically feeling. This is all about feeling and opinion in today's video. It's just basically like glory days. Like, that's not necessarily something you can pin down exactly and be very specific with. So I hope you guys understand, you know, that this is more about me and my opinion, so your list is definitely going to probably be different than mine. But let me know what your list is. If you have a specific list or if you agree with mine, please let me know in the comments. But anyways, guys, I hope you ended up enjoying. Once again, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and peace out.